My name is Andraea. I grew up in Kentucky for the most part. Typical childhood, I would say. There were always moments when you realize, okay, I have a disability. My parents did a really good job of, making sure that I lived, life to the fullest even as a child and had opportunities that any other child would. But really I could do and be what I wanted to be. My mom, the same thing that her mother told her, when you're 18, you gotta leave home. Your family is always there for you. But when you move away, when you decide to any sort of transition where you're not with the same people that you've been with before, that was the first time. And as much as I could, in the past, was used to saying what I want, this was the first time that I felt like it was only me saying what I need. I had to navigate living on my own, all of the things that a child going away for the first time navigates. When I was kind of trying to figure out what's next after school, as most people do, I was introduced to the AmeriCorps VISTA program. In college, I had voc rehab that was paying for my caregivers and paying, for a lot of the things that I needed. And this was the first time where, because I wasn't in school anymore, they weren't going to be paying for it. So that was one really good thing about the AmeriCorps piece, was that AmeriCorps allows you to keep your benefits as a person with a disability, which I think is really great. So moving to DC, I was really stuck in terms of support. So I was literally relying on friends to come and help me get up in the morning and go to bed at night. I really felt like I was supposed to be here and wanted to be here, and just felt like it would be a shame that I would not be able to stay simply because I didn't have the support that I needed. Ultimately found out that there were programs that would help me supplement my income in terms of support for a personal care attendant services. It was finding those people and asking the right questions. And I literally would stop people on the street that I saw that were wheelchair users. Do what you have to do to reach your goals. Being able to look back a year ago and say, okay, I'm not where I was a year ago. That's huge in terms of growth. More and more of my needs are being met. It's like, wow, this is even better than it was before, or this is even better. This is something I wouldn't have even thought would have been possible for me. I would be untruthful if I said that those things don't come up again, and sometimes you feel like you're starting back at square one. But I've gotten to the place where I know that things are going to work out. It's cliche to say have no fear, because there will be fear, but there's just the concept of really pressing through that. Doing it afraid. I've heard it called. I am really able to be independent because I have the support of other people near and far.